AI is taking over the world and it's running my companies in Capitalism Lab. Can they build a mega business empire? Or will it all burn down to the ground? I'm playing Capitalism Lab with the Subsidiary DLC today, which will let me create subsidiaries, companies owned by my company. I will be the ultimate liege to all my vassals, wrong game. And thank you Enlight Games for sponsoring this video. Capitalism Lab is a business simulation. You can somewhat call it a game. There are some objectives you can aim to achieve, or you can just run the simulation based on some scenario you want to test out. Sure, you can build an EV car empire larger than even Elon's, or an e-commerce empire that makes Amazon look like child's play. But you can also do some rather funky things, as I have done in previous videos, building a mall empire or even building a city that made $1 billion. That's kinda unheard of. But today it's time to try something more on the funky side of things. I want to create a holding company, let's call it Blacktree, which is totally not a ripoff of a company that owns the whole world. Create as many subsidiaries which will be run by AIs, and sit back, put my legs on the desk and enjoy a nice cup of tea while listening to some copyright-free lo-fi songs. I'll give myself as much capital as I can. We want to create lots of subsidiaries and see where we end up in 2030. You will need $20 million minimum to create a new subsidiary, but we are kinda limited to the number of AI characters in the game that we can hire as CEOs, so we'll hire a total of 11 for now. We've simply run out of AI people, but this will replenish over time. One thing about subsidiaries is that you can adjust just how much the AI can do with them, or you can micromanage the hell out of them, just like running your own business. This screen here lets you set which industry the subsidiary will focus on, which is a great way to make a more realistic subsidiary and take advantage of the strength of the AI CEOs, who may be an expert at a certain industry. But this I find may lead to a lot of limitations that may or may not bankrupt your subsidiary. So we are just going to be giving them everything. We are just giving them the keys to the car, you know. They can decide on anything they want and start whatever business they want, to improve the chances that these businesses will survive and perhaps even thrive. You can see here you can actually build businesses for specific subsidiaries, so you can really build up the infrastructures for these subsidiaries, giving them the nudge they need, which I will not do in this game. We'll let the simulation run a bit and pause halfway into the game. Okay, a good thing we've not had any bankruptcies. It's 2008 and Blacktree has already made $2 billion in cash, all thanks to the power of AI. Now perhaps I shall push things up to the next level. Let's add more subsidiaries, more AIs. About 30 something subsidiaries might do, you know. Let's see how things go from here. Okay, it's not so good. Within a year or two, we've got some bankruptcies. The AIs I added at this stage just don't stand a chance against the powerful competition in the game world right now. So it seems it is always at a disadvantage if this subsidiary is created later on in the game, but surely some will survive. I'm just going to accept the bankruptcies. We'll just roll with it. We're in the middle of the game and we've got a whopping $21 billion for doing absolutely nothing. Well, our AIs were pretty busy expanding and growing their profits, which means we share a pie of those sweet profits. I want to spend a bit of that money on maybe doing something that wouldn't require a whole lot of micromanagement, since as extracting natural resources costs like quite a bit, and I have lots of money. Let's build oil wells and become an oil baron, because oil is called liquid gold, right? And I'll just build a well on every deposit I can find and let the AI in the world purchase what they need. This is very expensive and not profitable for me at all. But at this point, losing some $50 million a year is just pocket change for me. Since we've had quite a few bankruptcies, I think it's only fair we top up on AI subsidiaries. We've got close to 50 AI subsidiaries now, but as you'll see, many drop off like flies, even within the first year. Upon further digging, some of these new AIs are playing dumb, like 2 years in and they haven't built a single firm. It does seem like there is some sort of an AI cap in the game, where if it's more than this cap, the AI just becomes passive and won't do anything much at all. Even when a subsidiary here built a retail store, they aren't even purchasing any goods to sell. They will all just go bankrupt over time. This is something I can't do anything about, or I won't do anything about, so the weak and the dumb will perish. We're getting closer to our end date. I think it's time Steve Gaben enriches himself a little. Blacktree can certainly afford to give out a dividend. Even at a 1% dividend, this will be a huge cash pile for Steve Gaben. Okay, so it's 2030 and we have come to the end. Well, at least for this video. And you know, these companies failing within the first year, while they could be due to some AI limitations, it seems pretty realistic in real life too. I mean, most companies do fail within the first year. I do think there is an optimal AI competitor and subsidiary amount that will be optimal to your playthrough, because as you can see, cramming too many AI breaks the AI a little and makes it impossible for new competition to pop up. A Blacktree, despite losing money on drilling oil, has made a ton of money from stocks and dividends. And as for our subsidiaries, we shall crown Southern Lines as the AI that has the highest annual profit. It seems it has built a lot of cake shops, which is the specialty of the CEO. It's also built a ton of computer stores. They've made them a lot of money with this, retail and service shops. Now it does clearly show from this playthrough, business that got the first movers advantage, the ones that started right from the beginning of the game, has the highest likelihood of surviving or thriving. That doesn't mean all of us, all of you watching this video should forget about our dreams, you know. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, there has never been a better time to make your dreams a reality. So go ahead and purchase my course. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not selling you a course. No, what I meant to say is, don't give up on your dreams and go for it. Despite the rather depressing evidence showcased in this game of Capitalism Lab, I'm an optimist and I think we shouldn't be afraid of taking risks and doing something for ourselves. Sorry for the motivational minute here, trust me, yeah, this is a gaming channel, I'm not changing the focus of the channel. And I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video and the other videos on this channel. It has been a dream for me to make videos on strategy games and see many of you watching them and talking about these games. Thank you, and I truly appreciate all your views and subs. Anyway, if you want to watch more Capitalism Lab from my channel, you can check out this playlist of all my Capitalism Lab videos so far. Thanks for watching and farewell, noble friends.